everybody, and welcome to another exciting show. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Madden, a.k.a. the laser show, the internet's most passionate show about John Madden, NFL 13 football. We are kicking off the bang show 265. It is a happy Friday here today. We are talking about the Seattle Seahawks man-beating formation, and pretty excited about that. We're going to get into it today. Showing again Seattle Seahawks, and they're one of the surprising teams climbing up the list of Madden maybe elite teams this year. We talk all year long about the Green Bay Packers being an upper echelon team, and I think they're falling from grace. And the main reason is that Aaron Rodgers has only about sorry, I thought my mic wasn't on or something there, but Aaron Rodgers only has 87 deep throw accuracy now. So he used to have 96. Now he's dropped a ridiculous amount in the past 2-3 roster updates for Madden NFL 13. So you take a look now at what we have for quarterbacks now. My man Tom Brady is 90 deep throw accuracy. So he's now, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the game. That now means the Patriots have that much more stock, in my opinion. So if you have some of our guides, if you have anything like that, I would say maybe start considering Patriots at that Packer level now. You have two guys with 99 catching traffic with Gronkowski and Welker. Then you have Aaron Hernandez with 91. You have Brandon Lloyd, who's just all-around solid. And then you have a great halfback in Danny Woodhead, Jeff Demps, and if you want, Shane Vereen and Stephen Ridley. The Patriots are an absolute team that's on the rise. I actually think the Seahawks are a team that are on the rise. Right now, I might say my top three teams in the game are the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Patriots. That might be surprising to some, but that's where I'm moving based on the ratings that we're getting. So, you always got to redevelop and rethink your plans and your thought process as the season goes on and things change and ratings change. And that's what we're doing right now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking. So keep that in mind when you're picking your team. Yes, the Packers are still good. Love the receivers. I really love their defense. I still think their defense is a top 5 in the game with a great offense. But when Aaron Rodgers drops that much in one of the most important categories in the game, same reason I dropped from the Cowboys early in the year. I said Cowboys were the team. So if you purchased that tournament specialized guide, you said the Cowboys were the team. That's when Tony Romo had a 90 deep throw accuracy. Tony Romo does not have that rating anymore. So now we dropped off them. So these are things that are going to happen consistently, and we have to adapt, and we have to, find a new team, figure it out, what works best for our scheme, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. But let's now jump into the Seattle Seahawks man-beating play in formation and/or whatever you want to call it. But let's get our zoom on. Zoom. Zoom. God, I love the retro feel. Love it. Love that retro feel. I mean, the screen is kind of green, but I do like that retro feel. It's kind of nice. So let's jump into PS3. And as you can see, we have it up on the screen. And let's take a look at some formations that we like. I know right off the bat, one formation I'm definitely going to like is the single back double flex. Definitely like this formation. And the main reason for it is, if you give me curl flats under center, there's not many playbooks in the game that have a single back spread. I think there's Philly, I think West Coast and Seattle, and maybe like Joe Gibbs or something, or Bill Walsh. But if you give me curl flats under center, oh boy. It just means that your throws and your reads are that much quicker than what they were out of a gun spread, because you can throw the ball that much quicker. So, I absolutely think I would absolutely love the curl flats from single back spread. I know that's definitely something I would try out. I know that the left side of the field has unpress. You get easy reads to run something like a single back, a dive, something along those lines. So you have very simple and easy reads, and that's kind of the whole reason why I think I like it so much. So I just want you to keep that in mind for what you're doing. I don't think it's the best set, but I think it's definitely something that you could use. I know single back bunch is always a good formation to beat man-to-man. Let's see, do we got anything good here? I know Z spot would be pretty good. I think I'm going to go to single back snugs, and I think without a doubt that the formation I would use, the play I would use to beat man-to-man would probably be this wide receiver corners play. And I say that because I can really torch man-to-man. One simple way, both these out patterns, these deep routes, I can beat man-to-man with a lead pass. As you can see the sideline, little juke attempt potential at the end with a Baldwin. But both these passes, these routes outside, once you throw a lead pass, you can beat man-to-man very easily with both of these routes. Now, I also like the route by Sidney Rice on the far right side. He sits, and if you need to throw it before the defensive back turns his hips, I like to give him a little quick motion inside. That'll give him a free release. And then as he turns there, that's when you need to throw it. And you'll see the defender doesn't necessarily always react to it the right way. So a little, not even really a motion, but as he turns, you throw it. And the height of a guy like Sidney Rice makes the defensive back not get into proper position to be able to really make a play on the ball. So you actually see here's Rice. I'm throwing it high so that Rice catches at the highest point, and as you can see, the defensive back turns around, and by the time the ball's there, he can't react to it in time to make a play. So that's another read I like a lot out of this. And then I also, of course, love Tate on a drag, motion him out, and you can see he gets good separation against that man-to-man coverage for a pretty easy gain over the middle of the field. So we'll show that again. Motion Tate out on the drag. He's going to get the inside position. Boom, Tate, and you're off to the races. So with just this one play, you have multiple man beaters. You have the drag you can throw to. You have the corners that you can throw to. Then you also have the route on the right to throw to. But what I do also like about this play is that this play will also double trouble. But it'll now I can't think. Double trouble, double step. It'll double as a zone beater. And how that works would be the following. If you put Lynch on a wheel pattern, you're going to see how this route works and how it gets open against the zone coverage. So as you can see, actually I should flip the zone because I got to manually move the deep safety down. Not what I wanted to show. Let me go back. Wide receiver corners. I want that's what I want. I want that. Okay, this should work hopefully a little bit better. So as you motion that defender there, as you can see the whole, as I put Lynch on that wheel pattern, you see how the Sidney Rice route opens up into that special little spot on the field. So you can see the flat route is going to be eaten up by the flat defender, and Sidney Rice just kind of sits perfectly right in the middle of where the zone will not be able to defend. So here it is one more time. A little spot route, you can call it. This is a little spot route. So he's going to sit right there, and then you can throw it to him pretty consistently. So that's one reason I like it. You also have the option to do the following. If you motion Lynch, put him on a wheel. Now you have a nice little man or zone beating way to attack zone on the left side of the screen with the wheel, the flat, in the deep vertical pattern. So here's again. You can motion around. You don't have to. You just put them on a swing. It's whatever works best for you. But as you can see, look how that opens up when you get the flat, the corner, and the deep vertical. Combo that with the other play, the other setups that we had. You have one audible that will attack a lot of different things. I actually also really like the single back draw, or the gun tight single back tight draw from this formation is really effective. And I also like the the sprint can be pretty effective. And the reason for it is if you take a look at the two inside receivers, they don't run upfield, they actually block down. And what I mean by that is see how their blocking assignments look like the offensive lineman assignments? That means they don't just push up field. They try and block at the point of attack. So that can give you, if there's a defender right in front of them, that means that you might get better blocking because they're trying to attack that defender right in front. So what I mean by that, like I'll show you right here. You'll see what Zach Miller did, tight end. Let me see. Watch Miller here. Instead of running upfield, see how he's going to look to block, like he's going to, like a heat-seeking missile. He's trying to block somebody. He kind of double teams that guy, then he's going to the next layer and he ends up picking that. And now you see I'm able to get outside because of his blocking. So that's kind of why I like this run. It's pretty effective. You get extra blocking rather than those guys going upfield. And that's you want the defenders or your receivers to run upfield in certain situations because they clear out space. but you also do want guys to be there at the point of attack, because say if you had a guy that's blitzing, this run's very hard to shoot gaps on because you have Baldwin and Miller. Because they shoot to look for extra blockers or extra guys to block, because of those blocking assignments, it's harder to shoot the gap as they're not just pushing upfield and letting blitzing defenders go straight by. So that's definitely something you want to take a look at for your scheme. Let's see if we got anything else I can use specifically to attack man-to-man. Yardage. Stick and nod. I actually like that they have wide receiver screen. Didn't know that. Stick and nod. I like it flipped, especially on PlayStation 3. This will absolutely kills man. It doesn't press on the left side, so you get that R1 route that is like a zig over the middle of the field that gets really open in combination with the X route. That won't get pressed either, and you can lead past that inside, as you can see. Those two routes, I mean, that's pretty universal. You can find this in a lot of different playbooks, but again, it's more of a PlayStation 3 play, or if they're not playing two-man under press, because if they do press, these reads will be delayed. So just keep that in mind. That's definitely something that I would do. But the way I would run this is to out both the outside receivers, and I motion Lynch, or whoever the halfback is, out, put him on a fade after the motion, and I motion him back, snap out there, and look what I created. I created like a gun empty tray scenario. So just keep that in mind. That's something you could do to attack man-to-man. But that'll do it for show 265, guys. This was a Seattle Seahawks man-beating formation, and as always, you and me together, we are changing the Madden community, and we are doing it one snap at a time.